you all gathered here for a debate, which is on the very fantastic topic, our current burning issue, a major issue which is there in front of our nation, women empowerment. Okay, in this women empowerment, we will talk about gender equality, female foticides, harassments related to women's powers, rights allotted to women by the government. Okay, so this debate is going to be very fiery today. We have our youths, which are going to be the upcoming India, the next youth India. You all are young, we all are young. Okay, we have some candidates here which are here to put their views on the topic. Okay, some are in the favor, some are not in the favor. Some says that there is an upliftment in the condition of the women. Some there is no upliftment in the condition. Okay, so we have young bloods here. They will present their views. So we hope you will learn something, you will get some knowledge, and some who don't know what the rights which are given to women by the government, they will also come in the knowledge that what kinds of rights, what kinds of schemes which government is allotting. Okay, so firstly I want to give a surface kind of knowledge about the women empowerment for those who have a little bit knowledge about the empowerment. Okay, empowerment means giving some specific kinds of powers to any specific community of the society. Here the community is women's, our girls. Okay, so what is women empowerment? India is a developing nation, we can say. Okay, so India needs this empowerment very tremendously. So government is also doing its steps in the way of this empowerment. Women itself also doing the empowerment. So women empowerment in India, we can see the condition of women. In the last years, we can see it had somehow uplifted. But before that, the condition of women are not that much good. We had always seen women as an object. We had never treated them as a living being or a human being. We had always treated them as a subject, as an object. And we had never respected them. We always think that the work of women is getting married, get the work of the kitchens, and increase our population. Okay. So, but today we have some candidates who have different views from that. They will discuss about these things. Okay, so my friends, women empowerment. Take this word in your brain. Our today's whole debate, this whole half or 35 minutes are on the women empowerment. Okay, so let's do our candidates. So ma'am, what do you think that is there any change in the condition of women's in the mid 19th century or in 20th century? So put your views, please.
We can see there are many changes in women's conditions. In past time, better changes in this time. Every sector women can achieve many achievements. In present time, women's conditions is better than in past era. Women empowerment means it does not only in a particular place, particular time. We can see that women can achieve many achievements in every time, every field, every sector, every seconds. They can achieve our achievements. In past time, Indira Gandhi is the first Prime Minister of India. First President Lady is Pratibha Patil, and Mary Kom. We talk about sports. Mary Kom champions 5 times world championship to become, and badminton, we see that Sania Nehwal and PV Sindhu won world medals, gold medals and silver medals to won. I think women's conditions is better than past time in this time.
So our first candidate, we have more candidates here who want to put their views. Okay, so sir, please tell, are you agree with the man or not?
I don't. Like there is even empowerment, but like if you talk about the urban areas, there girls also walks along with the boys by the foot to foot. But in the rural areas, there is the condition. The family thinks that there is no need of education. They think that it's another property. After some time, they will go to the another home, and they think that we give her to dowry. So I don't think that in the village area, in the rural areas, there is empowerment of women.
Metropolitan cities like Jaipur, Delhi, Bangalore, then we can see that there is empowerment. Women are walking with men. But when we talk about remote areas, rural areas like Bihar, okay, with Patna, we can say Uttar Pradesh, these states, there we cannot see the women empowerment. Women are not treated as well. So anyone here who wants to put their any views?
Whether the women are empowered or not. I want to say that if we look towards the status of the woman in the ancient time, it was peaceable. It cannot be imagined because there were such type of harassments like sati system, johar, dowry system, parda system, devdasis, and many other harassments were there. If we compare the present status of the woman with the past one, I think that women have entered in a better society with a better status. I think they have covered about infinite distance to enter in a better society. But now they have different challenges. They have to face different challenges. There are many people who think that women have just got born here to do household work. They cannot handle the situation economically and socially. But I want to say that the field in which they have got chances, they have proved themselves, mostly in the educational field.
It means power of women in our present society, and I think we should change our thinking about what we are think about our girls. Then do not think any time that a boy can do this and a girl not do this work. Then we should change our thinking what we are think or friend of our girl.
Seen that some women who are gonna give birth to a girl child, they itself killing the girls. So where we can see the empowerment. So what about this major issue that women itself killing the girl childs. So here is no situation of empowerment.
Areas. And when we talk about the rural areas, then every mother don't want to kill their child, unborn child in their home. So it is their family pressurized to the woman to kill the child girl in their womb. So we cannot say that the reason is to killing child behind the only our woman. We are all responsible for this. When we change our mentality about a woman, about a girl, when we change ourselves, then our society is automatically changed. So we should also try to change our mentality, and also we organize many social programs in our society to aware the people about the crimes against women and also women empowerment. And we change our mentality through many programs, and we can say that we aware about the government rules. So that is important. When we change ourselves, then our body is automatically changed.
We are seeing in urban areas, but we can see in the newspapers, many urban cities, the educated women, economically sound women, they are also doing the same things. Every 2 or 3 days gap, we can see in the newspapers that there is an ultrasound machine which is used to know the sex of the child before the birth. So we can see that many educated women, those families who are economically sound, they are also doing such kinds of works. So what about that things?
Century, and we can say it is the century of technical. It is the technical era. So somewhere I think women is also responsible for female foeticide, because female foeticide and all these types of crimes are happen with the agreement of women. And somewhere the man and woman and the couple or family, they are thinking that how their pedigree go on, how their genes go on the next stage. So my view is that the responsible for the responsible for the female foeticide is also woman, but thinking about men, because every man said that this is your fault, this is your child, and if a daughter born, then if a boy born, then everyone celebrate it, and if a daughter born, then everyone heartbroken. I think there is no need of this type of heartbrokenship, and somewhere everyone said that the main reason of female foeticide is woman, because the men think that it's woman's productivity, but the main reason behind it is that the genes of men depend how their child is he or she. So I think there is need to change their intensity, and there is need to change the mentality of the society and the family.
Also responsible for these kinds of things which are happening in the society. So I want to ask that what do you think about these points that are
Things because we are all responsible in these things. We our need our mentality change, then society is change, and then we can see women empowerment. Yes, women empowerment is increased.
Empowerment is going on, but we can see that women harassment is also a point, which is a major issue in front of society, a burning problem. You can see a lots of things in the society happening at present. For example, killing the women for the dowry, that is also being concluded in the harassment. Okay, so lots of kinds of harassments. So now I want to
That it starts from the before the marriage. Most of cases it starts from the before marriage. Before marriage we say that the family demands from the other side they demand something, and we feel the small demands. After it get higher levels, and after the marriage they start to harassment their daughter-in-law, because they got the greed in themselves that her parents will fulfill all other dreams because of our, if before marriage if we didn't fulfill their demands, it won't increase.
It is lacking somewhere women in the society.
The parent thinks that if I have a daughter and if it's not a pretty, then after some time, first of all, I will spend some money on the education, and after that we will give her more dowry. After that, in-laws house family member harass the woman, and they after that they don't have any particular education. They don't know that what is the rights of us. And after that, they think that there is one option, and that is commit suicide.
Okay, then she go to in-laws house, and then she don't know about, because she is not educated. Parents had not invested on her education. They had saved money for the dowry. Okay, instead of a dowry, they should give her education so that she can know about the rights. In the lack of rights, you can see that when a woman is harassed, she doesn't know about her rights. So she thinks that it is on the one way, that is suicide. Okay, so
The women also responsible for it, because in many fields we can say that also the female fertilization also happen by the help of women, because it's happen in the presence of the mother and also the family member. I have some examples of the superstition things where the elders believe in the superstitions things. Just like a video came in the media before 2 days that a grandmother considered her potis that the girls are the star for the society and also for the family, and also in the Bhilwara the society women consider the Sarko is the Dian also. So I think that these types of superstition thing decrease the population of the women in society.
how can we say that women empowerment is somewhere taking place in the society? So do you think is there any kind?
At present time, no difference between male and female, and they have equal rights. We talk about properties and amounts. That according to the laws, properties distribute in two equal parts, and there are many schemes launched by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Sukanya Yojana and Ujjwala Yojana and Rashtriya Yojana also.
The power. Okay, so my friend, what do you want to say? Is there any
The condition of women has been changed a lot. If we talk about earlier times, then they are suffered from many, you can say, many problems, like my friend earlier told, Parda Pratas and Sati Pratas and all. But nowadays the conditions are changing. But according to me, these are not enough. If we talk about women had done a great job in every field. If we talk about in today's life, there are many women that had achieved many great things in their life. We have lots of examples, like if we talk about Indra Nooyi, she is a CEO of PepsiCo. And if we talk about Miss Indira Gandhi, she was the first Prime Minister of India, and there are many more examples like Pratibha Patil. And if we talk about the CEO of ICICI Bank, she is also a female, Miss Chanda Kochar. So if we talk about in today's life, the conditions of women have been changed a lot, but there are not seems to be enough. If we talk about illiteracy rate, according to census of 2011, there is a lot of difference between the literacy rate of men and women. According to census of 2011, the literacy rate of men is 80%, but if we talk about the women, there is a huge gap of that they are only with 65.20%. So it's a huge gap. Also, there is a certain boost of 15% to 20%, but it don't seems to be enough. So we have to change. We have to make a lot of changes. It's not responsible for our government and NGO, as many NGO our government is working very well, but it not seems to be enough. That's all I want to say there.
Change or mentality should be changed. So my friend, what do you think? Mentality should
some improvement, get some improvement in the society, because if we change our mentality, then we can do everything. And also I told about that the women have lower mentality, then they believe in the superstition things also. And in the literacy power, we can say in the 2011 the male literacy is the 80% and the woman literacy is the 65%. Then after the government also play important role, they apply many plans and yojnas also. That's why in the 2015 study, the woman literacy rate reached at the 83% and the male literacy is 93%. And also the government apply many plans, Gargi Puraskar and the laptop Vitran Yojana and bicycle Vitran Yojana and also the scooty Vitran Yojana. Who girls camp 3 km far from the schools, the government provide the bicycle and the scooty also. So I think these kinds of yojanas get improvement for the women education.
mentality should be changed. Education is not that much better. What do you think, sir?
Are important for us because mentality, here we talk about the mentality. So Nirbhaya case, today 4 years completed the Nirbhaya case, but that time before 4 years all the persons, like lakhs of persons, get together with along with the candles, go to the India Gate, on the India Gate, but today no one with the Nirbhaya's parents. But what about, I don't think so it's empowerment, where in the India a porn star easily accept as an actress but not a real victim. In one hand we devote the girls, and in the other hand we exploit the girls. And second thing is education. So India is one of the best country who gave us one president, one lady prime minister, and till now 4 lady CM. So I think education must be changed because 2001 to 2011 there is a literacy rate increase like 19.54%. So I think education must change.
Mentality is also somewhere changing, but then also we are lagging behind. As my friend had said that we had protested a lot when there was a Nirbhaya Kand was in the highlight. But if we talk about nowadays, we can see that no one is talking about Nirbhaya. So in the starting when media is getting the TRP rates, at that time we are promoting that girl, promoting the parents, but now we even don't know. Some are sitting here who even don't know who is Nirbhaya. So this is the situation of women. In the practical situation we can see government is applying at many schemes, but does they working or not? That is the question.
Than the earlier era. But as we see that there are many schemes, yojanas for in the empowerment of women, but they are still just a basis of law. The part of a law books. They are not working properly. And I would like to tell you that the reason of it, I think, only just women, because they are just has been habitual of all these things. They are just bearing things. They are not coming in front of all these things. They need to be aware. If we talk about the hyper cities, then the situation is quite good, but in the rural areas, the same situation is going on. So I think the awareness should be education mentality and awareness also should be spread among the women, and I think it would be a great step towards the women empowerment. Thank you.
Okay, one thing which came out from these all views is that somewhere the situation had changed. But is this somehow changes are enough, or we want really what is a women empowerment? We want to reach at that heights. So what do you want to say, sir? Power had increased. Okay, if you talk about Indira Gandhi, our 4 CMs, Vasundhara Raje Scindia, Mehbooba from Kashmir. Okay, and some examples, Sunita Williams. So but we have these specific kinds of women. Okay, these are specific examples only. But what about those women who are living in rural areas as well as in urban areas? We have lots of examples, lots of universities, lots of colleges, temples. They are situated in the urban areas like Chennai, like Delhi. There also we can see discrimination between the women. So what do you want to say about that?
Talking about the discrimination, so if we are talking about the sports, so in the sports, we all know the male cricket player's name, but even we don't know any single female player's name. And in the latest example, Devendra Jhajaria from the Churu, government spends much more money, much more property for him. But what about Krishna Punia? Government didn't do any kind of. Government spent only few rupees and few property for her. So I think government shouldn't do the discrimination.
Devendra Jhajaria, both are from Rajasthan. Government had paid prior attention towards Devendra Jhajaria. We can see Mahindra is giving him 5 lakhs plus a Thar, and government is also doing crores of rupees flat. But when we talk about Krishna Punia, she is also a medalist from discus throw. But what she had get, not that much as much Devendra Jhajaria had get. Okay, so we can also say that government is providing reservation schemes. But what is actually happening in the society? We want to know.
As I have earlier talked that there are certain changes we have to also, it's like a journey that we have achieved, we have traveled a lot, but it don't seem to be enough, that we have also to travel a lot. So if you talk about that, there are only few examples like Krishna Punia, and if you talk about Indira Gandhi and all. If you talk about the human trafficking and the sex trade, then according to the NCRB, in India there are still more than 1.3 billion children are working in this trade, which contribute to more than 10 billion prostitutes who work in India. They are also women, they are females. So what about them? They are also a part of our society. So if we talk about, according to NCRB, there are still more than 1 lakh females are, you can say, trafficked. They are forced into this trade. So where is the empowerment? So according to me, there is no empowerment in this type of conditions, as where our society is also responsible for this, and the females are, you can say, suffering from these huge problems.
Urban areas, we can see a lot of women who are working in the household works called maids. Okay, we can see they are not paid as per their efficiencies. They are used to do more work and less paid. So what do you want to say that?
What we know, our constitution is considered as the best constitution in the world. That constitution is providing the equal status to the women as the men are enjoying in our society. But if we to take an example towards the income and towards the other sources of income, I think that women are not enjoying the equal income that a man is enjoying by doing the same work, by doing the same in the same company. I think this is due to the male-dominating society. We are living in the male-dominating society. If we go towards the rural areas, where we will see that there is a disparity in the education between the boys and the girls, where most of the people are illiterate. They do not have any type of qualification in education. They think the woman as a burden. So they do not send their daughters for the higher education. So I think that the first reason is the education, and the second and the most important reason is our mentality. When we look at girl, at that time we just try to make a sexual relationship. We do not look towards her social and other conditions. We do not provide a dignity to her. We just look towards the sexually relationship. So I think this is our mentality. We have to improve our mentality. We have to standardize our mentality. And the mentality is the only thing through which we can also improve our educational system.
Every 32nd a woman is raped. But according to the UNICEF report, we can see that the rape cases which are filed a FIR in the police stations, you can see 53% of all those rape cases are fake. So women are somewhere using their rights in a wrong way. They are using 53% rape cases are fake. It means this is a very weak value. Okay, so what do you want to say?
The law is very weak. They don't go immediately action against the criminals. So we can say government is also responsible for this. The rules is very weak, and constitution is good at the place that we have equal rights for women and men. But the policemen also corrupted and they don't action against him, immediately action against him. So we can say that government should try to increase their laws in very highly level and also treat the criminals very well. So I think government also responsible for these cases.
In the laws or constitution. Okay, so I would like to ask that one thing, that when we talk about the women empowerment, government had given a lot of schemes. So we can see that are also part of constitution and part of laws. So according to them, we can see that flexibility. We can also see the flexibility at there also. If they are giving reservation but women are not enjoying that, giving rights but women are not enjoying. So what do you want to say?
Made many law for say our societies women's, but in this time I don't think that governments are aware of made or laws. I think our media should also aware of these types of law.
Everybody is saying we had somehow seen the empowerment. The condition of women which we had seen in the 19th century, in 20th century, it is better than that. But better than that is not our question. Our question is that is it really we can see the empowerment or not?
I don't think so that women empowerment took place in our society, because we that few cases are of sports education are in our mind, that they are, like in sports we said that PV Sindhu is here, past in Indira Gandhi was there, but those women were strong sports background or political background. But what about the women which are living in the villages? Because I think that the environment of the village, the environment of society is not too good that they can get the advantage of this. They do not getting the competition from their society. At least in the village, 30-70 ratio is there. Like 30% families are aware of education, or the wise person we say in the village, those increase their quest to move forward. But there 70% people are there, they do not encourage, just merit them, and because they don't have examples that our daughter will go there, or daughter will go there, or daughter will get to the heights. I think the lack of competition and lack of awareness in the girls is the major factor, and education is also most factor. And I want to talk about some women 40 sites that in our tribal areas, Bhilwara, there in the male female they do not discriminate between male female, and this is although there is other misconception, but there is example of that lower education people also here that do not discriminate between male and female.
From economical background, political background. If we talk about Indira Gandhi, her father, okay, he is a politician, so she also became a politician. It is not a big deal for her. When we talk about Mary Kom, her husband is a coach. Okay, so we are seeing that the women who are getting upliftment, they are somewhere from the whose societies are sound. But when we talk about rest of the women who are not from a political background, rich families, okay, belong to rural areas, and we talk about empowerment, then we cannot see the empowerment. So what are your views about
Improvements, because today's time the family member also well educated, and they also want that our daughter also get achievement in the every educational sector and also every field, and also sports. In the sports we can see the PV Sindhu get the silver medal, and in Sakshi Malik got the bronze medal, and yesterday the Simrat Paul got the gold medal in the world shooting championship, and also the Samarata win the table tennis championship. They are all from the farmer family, belong from the farmer family. So I think in the rural area the women also get the improvements. It's not that the who belong from the highly educational family.
To make them more aware, mentality should be changed. So talk about the initiatives. So according to you, what initiatives should be?
That are the pretty good sign for our society, for the women empowerment. But my view is that when we talk about some rape cases, then a person who got raped, a girl who's under 18 years, then government treat him as like a teenager. But I think there is need of some change in our legal system, that the government would treat all the customer, all the victims are same as like as like as a terrorist and as like as a murderer. So there is need of some types of changes in our legal system, and also if we are getting aware of all these types of crimes, then definitely our mentality will change. Our mentality will positive all from this type of crimes. And one more thing is that if we are a parents, then we how we teach our child that he will do it, that he will all do in his future. So it's all depend on, I think all are the responsible for it is that government also responsible, our families also responsible. One more thing is that we all are responsible for that. That's all.
Point is so good, but when we talk about the mentality, the major factor is the mentality. Are people's mentality is changing or not? Okay, so what are your views?
Mentality, then everybody want mentality about girls that they are only made for doing domestic work. Then we should change all this type mentality and take her decision. So currently take her decision powerful.
Society is not changing actually. Actually what's happening, whenever there is a rape victim we talk about, then parents are not taking the initiatives. They don't want to file a case. Okay, they think that our social reputation can be damaged if we file a case against someone. That's why in India we can see that only 3% of the total rape cases are filed in the case. Only 3% of the all rape cases are filed as the FIR. Rest of the 97% cases are never been emerged in front of society. So they are mute, actually we can say. So what do you think that what kinds of things which are retarding the parents?
Society too are also responsible for this kind of conditions. As if we are talking about the women empowerment, and one of the biggest hurdle in this women empowerment is gender equality. If we talk about gender equality, then it's not only a problem of rural areas. Still, it's also faced by the famous celebrities. Before a few days, our a famous celebrity of Bollywood, Deepika Padukone and Priyanka Chopra said that they are facing a gender equality and they are not paid their fee equal to the male actress. So it's a very big problem that they are also facing that. According to me, education is not only enough, as they are celebrities though, so they are obviously educated, well educated. So the thing is that mentality, our society, and how can we change our thoughts. So the thing is, we have to change our desires and we have to think the positively. We have to convince the people that they are also right. That's all I want to say that.
Rural areas, but when we talk about urban areas, there also we can see the same situations. We have a lot of examples. First example is Sri Sai Ram College of Engineering, which is situated in Chennai, the high-tech city of one of the high-tech cities of India, metro city also. We can see that in that college, women are not allowed to use the WhatsApp, Facebook. Okay, they can't make a handshake with the opposite gender. They have to say only hi, hello. Okay. Next thing is Shani Mandir at Chennai. We can see that women are not allowed to enter in the temple. Lots of examples. Haji Ali Dargah. We can see women are not allowed to enter in that Dargah. Okay. One more example. Aligarh Muslim University. Women cannot enter in the library until the boys don't leave the library. Okay. So these are the situations. It means you can see the if we talk about education is responsible for all these things, then engineering college, universities, these all are the hub of education. There also we can see the same situations are happening. So where is the mentality? Mentality is the major issue. Education, educated, uneducated, that is not the major issue. Major issue is mentality. Whenever we see about talk about a girl, a woman, okay, starts from a girl, then come to a woman. So whenever we see, every parent is teaching her child that don't wear these things, don't do these things, don't go out in the night or these. No one teaches the son that don't look a girl like that way. She is not an object. She is also a human being. Okay, so this is the mentality. From here we have to start. People have to start changing their mentality from the starting, from the basis we have to change. We cannot change a woman's mentality, a man's mentality after they grown up. No, it's not possible. We have to start from the base. So base is that when a child takes place, always teach her or he or she, doesn't matter. Give right and right values, teach morals to him or her. Okay, never always force the women or never force the girl that always you are wrong. Teach your sons that you are also wrong at some places. Okay, when we start changing the mentality from the childhood, then only we can see the women empowerment in our society. Then only we can see the gender equality in our society. Until that, we cannot do anything. If you teach someone who is in 12th standard that this is women empowerment, no, that is of no use. If you want to see the actual results of women empowerment, then you have to teach them from the base. After doing that thing, you don't need any kinds of schemes, any kinds of laws. Nothing is required. Once you give them moral values, everything is fine. Okay, so I want to this discussion, I think you had enjoyed the discussion, also learn a lots of things, a lots of schemes. Okay, my friends, this is our discussion.